What's going on YouTube? This is Mr. AJ.
And this is IBM.
So it's finally here after much waiting. Game of Thrones Season 6 Episode 1 has finally dropped. Now, mind you, a lot of people had fan theories and all this other stuff going on.
What's gonna happen to Jon Snow? No.
And I gotta say,
maybe you might have pushed it a little.
Man, a little bit, because it damn seems like Jon Snow is dead, people. He ain't coming back.
Might have been you imagining it. Yeah, Jon Snow. Because, man, Jon Snow was blue. He was out to pasture. Like he was preserved.
Well, no, I kept expecting him to be like, oh, he's bleeding out, and you see him breathing like that.
He was like, it was like.
I ain't gonna front. I fully did expect him to, like, for half a second, like especially in this episode, for his body to be there, and then for his eyes to blink, and then open up with the ice.
Or something.
No, to open up with the Ice Walker blue.
Oh, with the White Walker stuff?
Because at this point, with everything else been going on, for them to have reached across the sea, because I took an interest in you.
That would have been dope, simply for the fact I was like, it would have been nice to see White Walker Jon Snow come in and break in, and like everybody looked like, we thought we killed you, and then he's like, and just starts killing people.
But no, we were talking about this when the show was happening. The motivations for killing him in the book, and we're not gonna go too far into the book a little bit, but the motivations for killing him in the book were ultimately much more different than in the TV show.
And they were truer.
Yeah, because in the book,
it made more sense.
Jon Snow, with everything that was happening, was full-fledged going to take the Night's Watch and go and launch war against the Boltons
for ruling the North.
Right, which when you join the Night's Watch, everyone knows
you're supposed to forget about your personal matters in the realm. Like that's your family's land. We understand it got taken away from you, but you're supposed to protect the realm. Now, not to cut you off, but this Night's Watch, I felt like y'all were just so ineffective.
No,
because
y'all just a bunch of bitch ass niggas.
That's something what it is. You bitch ass niggas. Like Jon Snow did something that no one else has done. He ended the war with the wildlings. 1. 2, he's gonna face something that y'all haven't fought in a long time,
which is the White
Walkers. And 3, that's why he ended the war with the wildlings. He was looking like, yo, we're gonna need all the human help we could get because they're coming with an army of 1 million zombies strong.
Right.
Pretty much. And that's it.
With the one thing that Jon Snow was ultimately doing, which ultimately is like, it's the major plot, it's the major foil of every Game of Thrones character, was everyone is doing everything for themselves, and you see how, because everyone is I'm not selfish in the game, it's weakening everything else, because at the end of the day, right around the corner, the White Walkers is fucking coming, and Jon Snow was doing things literally for the betterment of the realm, and that's.
You know what's funny?
What?
Jon Snow pretty much got taken out like how his supposed father got taken out. Out of all the kids, Jon Snow represents Ned Stark the most.
Ooh.
He does. Yeah, because look at it. Even Robb Stark was kind of dishonorable and was like, I'm gonna fight to like be my own kingdom and stuff, and then was like, yeah, I'm not gonna marry your daughters. I'm not gonna do. Where Jon Snow was like, yo, I'm here to protect the realm. Like honor and duty come first.
Definitely.
We have to save all the human lives, even if it's the wildlings. There were certain parts where Jon Snow was kind of smarter than Ned Stark,
or at the same time, a little bit less naive. But I think that's because, unlike Ned Stark, who was pretty much a grown-ass man at that point.
Yeah, and very set in his ways. Right. Jon Snow was still moldable.
Right, and he met the right people. He met Tyrion Lannister, who full-fledged, like, at least introduced the concept of, these
politics and working around it.
Yeah, and everything else. So,
pretty much.
I like that. But also, I'm still gonna say the Night's Watch are still bitch-ass niggas. Like,
that's an aficionado agreement. An aficionado agreement is the Night's Watch's bitch ass things.
No, and I'm not going to forgive them. Like, even though they justified it and everything. No. And you know how they knew they were the bitch ass niggas? I'm gonna go a little bit rant with this one here, because even when they announced their crime, right? Oh, we killed him. I had no love for the man and everything else. And then
I like the fact that they bowed their heads.
Right, and then when it was looking like, oh snap, you know what? Maybe they have a point, because he was going to be the end of the Night's Watch. It's like, now be real. Would the end of the Night's Watch really be such a bad thing? Because really, if we can move on to something bigger and grander than that, like, I don't know, protecting the world.
Right. Because I mean, all right, this is my part of the rant, and then of course, we'll tell you about the rest of the episode. But if you look at the Night's Watch in the beginning till now, the Night's Watch in the beginning were honorable men who wanted to defend the realm.
Right.
Now we just throw criminals up there and expect them to fight for us. Like when you hear Game of Thrones fans break that down, it's like very much like, oh, that makes total sense why they backstabbed Jon Snow. Because at the end of the day, they worthless criminals. They don't know nothing about honor. They know nothing of honor. A few of them took up the mantle of honor, but they know nothing of honor.
And you know what's messed up? All the people who have honor at this point, especially when Jon Snow came in, are now dead. The first Lord Commander got taken out by bitch ass, backstabbing ass niggas. Yep. Then also the the half hand. The half hand, who was without doubt the most honorable person. The half hand was one who died in disgrace in a lie to serve for further the cause. He died out. You know, all the good men really died in that final battle against the giants and everything else.
Yeah, they died.
You know, so it's like, damn, man. And now Jon Snow joins their dead ranks. Hopefully, not as a White Walker though.
Yeah, like hopefully not.
Like that. But speaking of Jon Snow, speaking of Starks, we gotta get to the, I guess, in my opinion, the most least liked of Starks, which is, Sansa and that whole crew.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna front. Don't get me wrong. The one reason why
she's so useless.
You know what? She's useful to me. She's useful to me.
Sansa is useful to
Sansa
you?
is useful to me because Sansa exists to further the goal of me getting my homegirl pregnant. Okay? No, I'll be honest with you. No, I'll be honest with you because without Sansa, my homegirl would not be in the North. Just be honest with you.
I mean, yeah, Brienne Tarth would be doing something
else
much more important.
And every time
but Sansa's still so useless though. Like she can't even do duties that a normal lady would do.
And I gotta admit you in that one because
the squire had to correct her.
Right, even when she was reciting the oath, I'm like, it's the oath. It's literally the oath of Knighted. This is something they should learn in grade school. You know, it's literally looking like, you know what? This is something you learn in high school. You know what? You need to learn how to balance your account book. You need to learn what 2 + 2 is. Right. And that one she was like 2 + 2 equals, and we're all looking at her like, it's 4, bitch.
It's 4. He was like, and mead at your table. Like, come on now. Like, have you not been trained to be a royal? Like, have you? That's pretty much what, like, he looked at her like, have you not? I know you've done this before.
Especially when she got in the river, and because at first I thought the river was deep. Like, really deep. I was like, okay, you could drown in this. But when she was like, oh, it's cold. And then they got ready, the next thing they were already running. Like, okay, the river couldn't have been that because you would have been way down. You would have been like.
With all that clothing. I'm upset that she didn't try to run. Like, she hid and then went, oh God. And then I was looking like, well, at this point now, the dogs found you.
Well, no. By the time that happened, really running was an option. You're not gonna outrun 4 men on horseback with the dogs.
Yeah, you're just not.
And also, to be honest with you, staying still was probably your best option because if you would have ran, the dogs probably would just went on mentality alone and mauled you.
Well, no, because I mean, they weren't gonna let her get touched.
Okay.
Because she was too important. You see how much the Boltons needed her, and let's just be honest, everyone's afraid of the Bolton kid.
Rightfully so.
No guard would go, we're gonna hurt Sansa Stark. Like, they would kill the dog before the dog touched her and be like, ooh, thank God. Because, man, if you got a mark on you, that Bolton kid.
No, and I gotta say,
he was gonna stuff my penis in my eye socket. No games.
No. But he had like a little bit of like a soft moment when he was talking to the Killer Master's daughter and he was like telling her I love. And I wasn't sure at the end when he said feed her to the dog. Well, that was like a mark of honor because she loved the dog. Well, I was just like him being cruel. Like I was like, I don't know where to go with this little bit.
I kind of feel like it was half and half.
Really?
Yeah. Like it was like, this is kind of how I honor you in my own way, but I'm still cruel. So.
Meat's meat. Gotta toss you, gotta let you get torn apart and eaten. I'm looking like, dog, you used to sleep with her. You can't at least cover her up a little bit. I'm just saying, you stuck your penis in that, and now you want to just watch it get torn. Like, I don't want to be walking by the killers one day and see like a half rib cage. I'm like, oh yeah, I used to sleep with that girl. But no, come on, like.
Yeah, but see, that don't bother him though.
No, it doesn't. But you know what bothers me? Real talk. Okay, so we got Dorne. Is it Dorne or Dwayne? Or Dorne?
No, it's Dorne.
It's Dorne. So
the Dornish?
The Dornish. No, the Dornish have always been my favorite culture within Game of Thrones. Like I'm like, yo, if I had to join any crew,
I'd be one of the Dornish.
And my favorite dude, of course, in Dorne was the main bodyguard with the halberd because when he came with the when he fought, when he clashed against Jaime, and he was like when you would hope it would be a good fight. I was like, yo, this dude. And so.
No offense. I was like, if he was whole, it still wouldn't be a good fight. You would still body him. I was looking like, you with the halberd would kind of body Jaime Lannister.
Well, that's you know what? Either way, halberd or not halberd, he got bodied by backstab.
Oh man,
he got bodied by gameplay mechanics. the assassin backstab defeats all.
Oh man.
And to see,
he got backstabbed so much.
Yeah, and I'm interested. Don't worry, I'm not saying that Oberon's brother was a good person and he deserved the rule like that, but at least he was trying to foster peace for the betterment of the realm.
He was, because I mean, they kind of need a united realm.
Right, at this point, we need anything united to fight against the White Walkers or just...
But they don't even really know of the White Walkers, they just know they need to be united because of threats, like the threats they do know. Like, let's be honest, they're still afraid...
The Targaryens.
They're still afraid of the Targaryens and the dragons because they know that happened.
And the Dorne are the only people to ever fight against the dragons and pretty much somewhat succeed.
Hold their own, pretty much. They're still they're somewhat afraid of Dothraki simply for the fact that she has kind of like a pull with the Dothraki. Mm-hmm. So they're looking like, dang, if she teams up like again with the Dothraki and brings that army across the ocean, we're not unified enough to fight against something like that.
Right.
On top of her having dragons. Then there's these rumors of the White Walkers being in the north. So it's looking like, yo, if anything, we need unity now.
Oh, at the very least, we fighting a war against them, just on pure passion and everything, we might even win that war, but it would still diminish us as a country. You know, at the very least. So at the very least, I would say he's a good president, and I hate to see him get taken out in a particular picture. But I gotta say that homegirl was right when she said, "Yo, your son is weak, you're weak, Dorne would never be real." Because first of all, I love the Snake sisters. You know, okay, we personally had a bet about which one of the Snake sisters was our favorite, and I believe the youngest one was my favorite. Okay,
and I always loved the older one with the spear.
Right.
All day.
So when they were like, who do you want to fight? Me or her? Me or her? I was like, dude, yo, we both were sitting there with something. Don't fight either one.
Yeah,
take the chair, hit the other bitch in the face, toss him, get away. Don't try to fight. Because I was like, fighting them in close corners, you with that rapier were already at a disadvantage.
Against the spear chick, I mean, if you fought the one with the whip, you kind of had the advantage, but you're just not. Like, he didn't seem like combatant.
He
didn't seem like he was gonna be like.
He was painting the rocks and everything.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you can have your hobbies, but he didn't seem like he would get gutted to survive.
That's true.
Like, he didn't seem like, oh man, if he hit that chick, even if he hit the whip chick with the chair, it didn't seem like he'd be like, I hit you with the chair, and like you block that off, but I stab, and then I throw you into your sister, open the door and run out.
That would have worked. But instead,
he wasn't going to do that.
Instead, he gets stabbed in the face because they were about that gutter life. Hold down, they were all about that gutter life. It was like, oh, your back stabs, stab, you're done.
You're done. Okay, we'll move on.
Keep it moving. But now with Dorne and for all intents and purposes, a state of civil unrest at the very least.
Yeah,
or at least, or at the very least under operation of a coup. The Lannisters are just pretty much nothing right now because now effectively almost all their kids got killed.
Yeah, except the king.
Yeah, except the king. He's the only one like left to do anything at all.
Oh wait, and the two youngest ones.
No, I think they're gone already.
Are they gone?
Because how many kids was there? It was the king. It was the current king. There was Joffrey. There was the sister. They had Joffrey, 3 kids, right?
Joffrey, the sister, the current king. No.
What? And if there were kids,
you're right. They had 3 kids.
Right, they had 3 kids. So now it's just the king, and
dude, he's probably gonna be the last one to die.
Really talk.
I mean, shoot, if it goes by the witch's prophecy, he's gonna die. But that's that shit.
No, that's it. Well, no, but you know what? Speaking of Lannisters, I keep wanting to say Jamie. Tyrion Lannister is effectively ruling Mindell. Oh yeah, Marine. I said all kinds of wrong. He's like Marine now that Daenerys Stormborn is gone.
I'm not even sure about like really ruling. Yeah, so much as he's like
effective administrator.
Yeah, so much as like there with the Master Whispers trying to keep the peace.
Right, and I'm trying to see, the Son of Harpies, who for all intents and purposes, the Son of Harpies were their equivalent of Al-Qaeda, because the Son of Harpies fight like terrorists.
They do, and they full on come that. Oh, we're gonna attack you! Backstab. A bunch of us backstab you. Put on our masks, and then we disappear into the crowd.
But now I'm trying to figure out. Now that I didn't know whether or not it was the dragon that burned the port, or whether or not it was them who burned the port. Because if they burned the port,
well, yeah, it would have to be Drogon who burned the port. But yeah.
But no, if they burned the port, then like Tyrion was saying, if the attack was too well coordinated, they have to be. Someone's giving orders. I'm like, now what's the ultimate master plan? If anything, I would let those 2 niggas sail away you know, and run away and everything else, so I can continue to, you know, rule the city. And there is like a religious or like, hey, you should fight for your rights now that Daenerys is gone. But
no, that. Well, let's put that in full perspective. That's the Lord of Light's religion going, you should fight for your rights now that she's gone. But at the same time, they're looking like, we should form a cult because you know what's going to beat the Sons of the Harpy with their terrorism cult mentality.
Wow.
I mean, it will, because shoot, if you're in a cult, you're the type to go, I'm gonna cover myself in oil, set myself on fire, run into your weapon, grab you, set you on fire, stab, slit your friend's throat, and grab him into the fire, and then now we die. But know full well that me as one took out two of you.
Alright, I feel you that way.
Yeah. Cults are serious.
No, cults are quite scary. That's why we fought cults in Resident Evil 4. That's why we fought cults in Dead Space. We fought cults in Dead Space.
In Dead Space, that was a whole cult. A whole cult that was like, this is the master religion, is to be a necromorph. Like, what? Like, whoa, no.
I don't know about that. You kind of need to go somewhere else with that bullshit. But the irony is that Daenerys Targaryen was freeing the slaves. Now she herself is returned to being a slave. And the whole episode, I'm just gonna say, the whole episode, I was wondering, is Daenerys about to get raped? Are we really about to like watch this all over again? Like, I'm just being honest with you. I'm looking like, I wonder if his main character is gonna protect her from this rape that's about to go down.
Of course it did, because once she said, "Hey, look, I was the wife of Khal Drogo," they would look like, "Oh snap! Law says we can't sleep with, you know, the widow of a cow. Like, that's just forbidden."
But then she got too cocky. She was like, "Yeah, if you take me back to my take me back to my
I'll
crib,
give you 1,000 horses as in like."
And they were like,
no,
you going too far with that one.
Yeah, pretty much. They were like, "No, you gotta follow our laws."
Right, and I like how the two bitches on the side were looking like, cut off her head.
Yeah, we should decapitate her.
You know, and you can tell, and then you know what? They had, unlike Khal Drogo, where they really did feel like a barbarian force. They had like a gang mentality, because they were looking like, you know, a beautiful woman is the most beautiful thing in the world, and they were like, no, breaking a horse or like killing a dude, and you saw,
or taking over another cow's like troop and stuff, and then that.
And you see how him as the big boss is looking like, when I say this is what it is, y'all supposed to get in line with me.
But he was like, it's the top 5 things of my favorite things in the world. Then they went, oh yeah, right, boss.
Right.
We're following you on that one.
We got you.
We understand now.
Like, whoops, our bad. Did anyone see that?
You should still decapitate her. Like, you know, like, are we still on that? He's not going to decapitate her. Shh. Clearly, he wants to have sex with her.
But not anymore, because she's whatever.
I'm mad that the one dude was like, hopefully I'll get to have sex with her after the boss. But like, I hope she's not dumb though, because I like to talk to people after I have sex. And if I don't talk to them, I feel like we're no better than Beast. I'm looking like the fact that you said you were going to rape her kind of makes you no better than a Beast. I'm looking like, that kind of makes you Beastie. Like, yeah, you go rape her. That makes you worse than a Beast.
Even in season 1, they full-fledged said like, yo, the Drogon, the cows, I'm messing all names up. But they said they sleep like animals. You know, they full-fledged fuck in the middle of the street and everything else. Because they take after that. You know, just they mount women like hounds or like stallions. You know, so I was like, damn man, like I ain't gonna front, Daenerys, you really got saved by your main character protection with this one. It's like,
yeah, because you kind of get like passed around.
Real talk, especially with that white hair and them pretty. Because everyone kept saying, oh man, them pretty lips. I was looking like, oh man. This is so not a good look for you right now. Is she raping? Did she get raped? No.
That pretty white hair, that pretty porcelain skin. Pink people are afraid of the sun. I was like, okay.
Damn, really? It's gonna go down like that?
That's how far we went with this one.
No, but last but not least, at least for me, we finally got to see Arya being blind, and for a half a second, because the episode it came so late in the episode. I was looking like, yo, are they gonna skip the whole she's living on the streets? She had to like learn how to be blind.
In that one little scene, you saw how she was blind, and she was trying to attune herself to being blind. Like, oh, let me pay attention to people like talking and whatnot. And then her favorite person shows up and beats the shit out of her.
But you know, I ultimately still feel like, yo, I enjoyed the ass beating because I can't.
Oh no, but it came with purpose. Right. Notice how she beat her ass and then left her the staff.
Right, and she said, "I'll see you tomorrow." So I'm very much looking forward to like day 16, how to go click, click, click. Oh, I learned how to fight blind now. I've been watching season 2 of Daredevil. So like, I'm looking
hallway scene. Television. What? That's not this time period.
But no, they even see it. Even they have their own version of the hallway scene where like they're fighting through the city with the fucking stick, and her homegirl's looking like, how did she get so good? What is this? Why can't you? But no, I'm very with Arya being blind. I'm looking forward to seeing her progress, and this being a very heavy step in her evolution as a character. Because at this point, we've caught up to the books, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're pretty much on the same page with them, if not a little bit ahead.
No, we're still like a tiny bit behind, but for this season is like, after this season, I mean, last season technically ended the book, but after this season, they kind of saved some storylines from that, and now they're bringing them over here by adding new material and everything else. And I'm still waiting to see how Arya's training is going to progress her into the character that I hope she gets to be. Because like a lot of people, she's my favorite Stark. Don't get me wrong. I like Jon Snow.
No,
she's my favorite Stark.
She's my favorite Stark simply for the fact that like, I kind of always like a revenge character, and she is full on like Arya out of all the Starks is gutter.
Yes, without a doubt.
All the other Starks are honorable, and she is full on that. No, I'll take your stuff. I'll let you suffer. Like, you know what I mean? Like when she let the Hound suffer, like she just took the silver and then went.
You were still
walked up. Yeah, like you were still molested. Like
it wasn't even that. She's the only one that's like look, real talk. I don't care if I gotta catch you doing it in sleep. I don't care if I gotta catch a dude taking a shit. Like that. When I come for a dude, I'm gonna come for a dude. I'm not gonna challenge him. Like, yeah, because
I'm still laughing at the fact when she pretended to be a little girl.
Right.
To get raped by the commander of the knights of the the king's guard.
Yeah.
And then she was looking like.
Once again, for the first time ever, backstab works in my favor. Stab.
He's like, I was looking like, ooh, you're done.
Wait. You know what? I almost completely forgot this because, you know, Game of Thrones, especially episode 1, love to end on a cliffhanger. What the fuck is up with the red-haired woman?
Oh man.
I don't know, because I know you were saying, okay, no, tell them what you were saying.
Okay, so here's my thing. We all know that your faith has to be like completely strong in the Lord of Light. You don't know this. We're Game of Thrones watchers. Clearly, her youth is tied into her faith. Like clearly, the Lord of Light like gives her like eternal youth as one of the abilities like he gives her. Because other than like birthing out baby demons, yeah, he gives her eternal youth. Like she looks eternally young.
Right. And like, see, me in particular, I'm thinking that the amulet is somehow tied to her power a little bit.
It might be, but I always thought because, you know, my fiance loves the show, and she was looking like it's because her faith is shaken. Like, you know what I mean? You know, Stannis was the champion of light, and he fell in battle. Right, and
Jon Snow got murdered, and you know he wasn't necessarily the champion of light for her.
But she clearly saw something in Jon Snow.
Right. So now, for all intents and purposes, everyone who she's ever truly believed in, beyond the Lord himself, has died. All her plans have effectively failed. What she believed to be her ultimate prophecy and her bringing forth the air of light and everything, and now it's looking like, maybe it is time to suffer in darkness, in the cold, and winter is still coming and everything else. Because clearly she knows that the winter is out there. She might not know exactly what form it's going to take, but her prophecy still exists.
She clearly knows the White Walkers or something.
Yeah, something's coming out there. But you know what else?
Because it seems like her religion was made off of like facing the White Walkers.
Well, no, it seems like first of all, it seems like the whole religion is actually just like almost like based off the dragons and being fire and pure and beating back the darkness and everything else. That is the White Walker. The night is dark and full of terror. Because we at one point in time when winter comes in Game of Thrones, winter comes, it lasts. And the sun doesn't get seen, and it's like,
And at one point, it used to always bring the White Walkers.
Bingo. But you know what else? Comment down below. Now. Thank you for watching this particular episode. We enjoyed season 6 now, right?
Oh yeah, season 6, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we enjoyed episode 1 of season 6. It was particularly good to me as a Game of Thrones watcher, and I felt because with previous Game of Thrones seasons, sometimes they don't start on such a strong note, but then they got to build back up. But this fully sets the tone for the season. I have not read the book. I read the first book. I read the first book, but I haven't read the rest because I want to how the show go, and I want to read the books and then see the difference. I know a lot of people.
I read the first 3, so.
Yeah. A lot of people, they read, because they're book watchers, they see the show and they hate it because, oh, they're doing this wrong. And I don't want to go into with those pre-expectations.
Yep.
So,
also, it's very hard to convey someone's story media-wise.
Right.
You know, like, it's a very hard thing to do. And even for like certain books even for like certain things that do it perfectly, we have to be honest, like that's very rare. You know what I mean?
That's actually hands down extremely rare.
It's very rare.
Let us know what you think of give us your thoughts on what's going to be happening in this season. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook. Hey, what do you guys think about the dragons? What do you guys think about Daenerys? Who's your favorite character in Game of Thrones?
What do you guys think about the Lord of Light and Melisandre?
That's also another thing. I'm Mason AJ.
And this is IBM.
Tune in next time.
Peace.
Man, that was a good one.
I know.
Did you see the ending credits?
Yes, I did. When he was like, yeah, son, in the sequel. I was looking like they're going to get a sequel.
I ain't gonna lie, they already spoiled that Cable was going to be the next.
Well, no, because
that's when he first came out anyway. You know?
Well, but I would say this.
Cable.
I'm not sure how they're going to pull it up. Let me ask you a question. Did you?
It's Deadpool. They can do whatever they want.
Did you feel like that Ajax was too powerful that Deadpool got weakened?
No, I just don't. I think Ajax got in Deadpool's head. You know what I'm saying? Like out of everybody, Deadpool, oh my God, stop. Out of everybody, look like you're doing to me. Out of everybody who Deadpool fights, even in the comics and stuff, he always gets in their head. Ajax was able to like torture him to the point to where he kind of broke a little bit.
The one thing I would have wanted from this movie, the one thing was more Deadpool hallucinations.
I know, but you know what? I think, but
it didn't feel like it was lacking. That was the one thing. I think if we would have saw like more goofy animations or something like that, but also once again, low budget movie, like that. So
perfect. They didn't have to do much else. Like it was a good movie. Why are we still cut the camera?